Why? No, I can't. Why? So stupid. I can't take it no more. I didn't mean to. He didn't freaking mean to. Why? Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Tony here. And I just want to talk about the penalty that Kyle Busch got. And about how his crew chief is suspended for the next 4 races. The best team. The best crew chief besides Chad Knaus. The best crew chief is going away. And it's all because of nonsense. All because of nonsense. Basically what happened was that Kyle Busch was pitting and he had to pull. It was only like 18 laps into the race. He led all those laps. And then he took a pit stop and he lost a tire coming out. It wasn't tight on the way. And then when he pulled out of the pit stall, it came out. NASCAR and their stupid fuzzy-butted self with Steve O'Donnell decided that it'd be a good idea to suspend Adam Stevens and 2 other tire guys for the next 2 races.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
I don't care about those 2 other tire guys. But Adam Stevens is going away. Adam Stevens doesn't deserve to go away. He's the best crew chief in all of NASCAR. And they're gonna be taking his job away from him for the next 4 weeks. Gonna be sitting at home, masturbating probably far too much. And he's just gonna be crying in a bowl of popcorn because no one loves him. But I love him. You want Kyle Busch the championship in 2015. It's not even his fault. He wasn't the one driving the car. He was just the one telling people what to do. And he didn't even tell them to do that. They told him to put 4 on it, and then they did. They put the 4 tires on the car, and Kyle Busch was like, oh, I think they've got the 4 tires on. So then he drove away. So that means if it's anybody's fault, it's Kyle's fault. But it's not even Kyle's fault. You know whose fault it is? It's NASCAR's fault. Because they're so stupid about this. They're so stupid, and they do not know what is okay and what is not okay. There's a time and place to be shoving pencils up your butt. When you're directing a sport that relies on you to not make idiot calls, and we have an idiot people running the sport, there's a time and place to shove a pencil up your butt. That is not the place. Do it when you're at home alone. I don't care what you do. Just don't do it at the track when people are relying on you to not be stupid. You know, it seems like every freaking week, Kyle Busch gets this penalty of some kind. He does it so often, and it's really not even his fault. They target him anytime they can. They really do. If he jumps the restart, they're going to give him a penalty. Like they should do. If they're going to speed, they give him a penalty, which they should do. I'm okay with the penalty that he got in that race for losing the tire. That's alright. I can accept the penalty. But when you're going to suspend the crew chief, who they rely on for the next 4 races, after this year's already been a cluster bundle of a season, then you can just get out of here.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
And one thing that really makes me mad is that, you know, Jeff Gordon, at that restart in Chicago, he jumped it a few years ago. But they didn't give him a penalty. They didn't give Jeff Gordon a penalty because, oh, if we give Jeff Gordon the penalty, the fans are just going to be like, oh, I can't watch this anymore. I'm going home. Don't take my money anymore, NASCAR. If Jeff Gordon's not going to have a chance, then I'm not going to have a chance liking you. They don't give Dale Jr. the most popular driver, then fans are going to quit watching the sport. The only reason he's still in the All-Star race is because they gave him that 1 All-Star win. You think it's a coincidence that it was Dale, and Dale? All 3, Dale, and Dale? The top 3 was Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Jarrett, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. You think that was a coincidence? They gave him that All-Star race win because they knew that the fans were going to love him forever. So, let's just have him in the All-Star race, okay? And then when his time was expired up, it was time for him to get that showdown again, to be in the showdown. Guess what? They gave him the win so he could be in the All-Star race. See, now, a few years ago, when Jeff Gordon decided to be a good idea to wreck Clint Boyer because he was mad at him,
just stop. Just stop it. Stop. No.
Big fight happened, you know, bloody stuff, bad. It was all bad and everything. They didn't give Jeff Gordon the penalty because if Jeff Gordon's not going to be in the race, no one's going to show up because he's like everyone's favorite. But now I don't like Matt Kenseth, and we all know that. I think Matt Kenseth should retire. But a few years ago, when Matt Kenseth wrecked Joey Logano because he's mad at him, guess what? He gets stopped. I think that if you're going to wreck somebody intentionally because you're mad, you have to get parked for 2 weeks. But if you're going to give it to one driver and not give it to the other because you know that fans are not going to show up, then you can suck my giant, huge rhinoceros balls. Another thing that makes me mad about these penalties is that a few years ago, I think it was like 2007. Yeah. Well, Regan Smith won the race at Talladega. It was like a photo finish. Tony Stewart shoved him below the yellow line, and you're not allowed to go below the yellow line at Talladega and Daytona because, you know, NASCAR feels that, like, it's okay to just ruin other people's races and to make it harder on them. So, Tony Stewart shoves him below the yellow line. Regan Smith gets to the line first, but since he got shoved below the yellow line, he got penalized and Tony Stewart won the race. Are you kidding me? That is nonsense, booger eating, bull crap. You can't just take a win away from somebody because you don't like them or because you know the fans will be mad. You can't do that. I'll get this camera out of here. God, turn it off. Just turn this off!